Hey there guys, what's going on? It's Codiak here, back for another new game breakdown, and today we're talking about Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. This is a Switch exclusive coming on November 20th, and if you ever played a Dynasty Warrior game, I know me personally, I grew up watching my cousin play Dynasty Warriors. It was one of those games as a little kid, I would sit there on the edge of his bed just watching him mow down enemies left and right, and it was just one of those games that wows you with the scale and the scope of things. So Hyrule Warriors is doing kind of the second installment of this. There was a Warriors game previously, kind of a companion to the entire Zelda franchise. This is more specifically talking about Breath of the Wild. It's a story that happens 100 years before the events of Breath of the Wild, and ultimately, it's just a fun Dynasty Warrior-esque game. I don't even know what genre that technically is. Grand scale battle. It's not necessarily hack and slash, but that's pretty much what we're doing. So they just released a brand new trailer showcasing a lot of the characters and a little bit of the story. So let's dive into it a little bit and let's talk about the game on the other side.
Link, you've grown since I last saw you.
Getting a taste for all of the playable characters here.
Changed. I would like to be fully prepared. Learning new ways to fight the foes might do you some good.
So that's why it's a good
Second
thing
one,
it's gonna
Derek.
be us. Well, it's just Varudania is in a difficult spot right now. Not bad.
A little bit of frame rate issues there. I don't know if you guys picked up on that.
Climb itself.
And here we have Urbosa.
No longer, I say. I will pilot this divine beast.
Again, frame rate issues
I hope
in that
you're not
showcase.
hurt, little bird.
Here's Rivali.
Rito Village is my home. While I'm here, you won't be getting any closer. You didn't stand a chance. I suppose the time has finally come to reveal Vah Meadow's divine power!
You have all that is needed to face whatever destiny awaits. Hyrule's fate is in your hands.
All right. I mean, it looks great, right? You can't argue with the fact that it's so cool to see the Zelda series in a Dynasty Warrior type setting. And we've got a tease of all these fantastic characters that people have come to know and love. We also got a small taste of young Impa there, who was teased as a playable character in the showcase today. So at least 6 playable characters, including Link and Zelda. One of the coolest things that's been pointed out a number of times across the internet was the fact that Link is actually in his armor, not in his champion's tunic. And that's really cool because it's really showcasing this is a time before the Ganon Calamity, right? And I just think that's just such a cool thing that a video game company can do within a huge story arc, right? They're taking a microcosm of that and unpacking that story. It's what all great movies do, right? They take the story and then, oh, there's an origin story or something like that. And that's exactly what Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is doing. Instead of taking a time period during the events of Breath of the Wild, they're saying, no, let's shift that and let's move back to 100 years before that so we can just kind of create our own story within a story. And I really enjoy that about the game. And I just enjoy that about any developer that takes that idea and shifts it just enough so that they have freedom to create. Now, the thing about this game is that it's a Switch game, right? Obviously, it's a Legend of Zelda game. It's a Switch game. This gives me a little bit of apprehension seeing all of the fantastic abilities. The game is broken out from just the standard, slash ability. There's now basic attacks, there's special attacks, and then there's almost like quick time event attacks where you can manipulate and find weak points in bosses. And then, of course, there's these special attacks, and all of them have a lot of stuff happening on screen, and that really worries me about a Switch title. I think playing this handheld may cause some problems. You can see that in the footage that we're watching now. Everything looks fantastic. It feels fantastic. Obviously, the world of Hyrule feels different because this is before everything kind of went to hell, right? So it's interesting to see all of these characters that we know with all of these special abilities. Watch this one here, lightning. But again, you see that frame rate drop and you're like, oh, that worries me just a little bit. Hopefully the game in handheld mode can hold up, because I think a lot of players are going to be playing this in handheld mode on the road, wherever. What I really enjoy is that all the characters in this game have something different that they're bringing to the table, whether it be, a bow character or a magic character or just Link with his sword. Each of them still gets to tap into kind of secondary things. Link gets access to his bombs and a little bit of his bow, and Zelda gets access to bomb tech as well. So every character is going to bring something different to the table, very much what you would expect from a Dynasty Warriors game. Now, like I said, guys, this is coming out on November 20th, so we're not going to have to wait very long for this game. I think everybody's excited about this. Breath of the Wild 2 has been kind of teased and foreshadowed, but having something in between to kind of stem the tide of the fans that are craving this Breath of the Wild 2 thing, I think this is going to work really well for Nintendo, and I think Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is going to be a hit. Everything that I've seen makes me think this is going to be a fantastic game. Frame rate issues aside, that may be a stress point for some people, especially on the lower tier Switch, but again, I'm not 100% sure without getting my hands on it. But of course, we can tell these things from trailers and from game footage. There is a 13-minute gameplay clip up on I think it's the Tokyo Game Show YouTube channel. So if you want to check out 13 minutes of gameplay, I think they go through Link and Zelda, and maybe one other character. I didn't watch the whole thing. So if you want to see the gameplay, you can check out that video. Guys, I love putting these together. They are so much fun. If you want more new game breakdowns in your feed, don't forget to like and subscribe to Legacy Gaming. Join us on Discord. That link is in the section below. And as always, my name is Codiak, and from everyone here at Legacy Gaming, thanks for watching, and play on.